Welcome back to TheChowTimePod. It's your host, Red. I got videos today from Manosphere Highlights Daily entitled Women Mad That Men Don't Want to Worship Them Anymore. Please like and subscribe down below. I really appreciate that. Let's get that chow time.
Like, bring back masculinity. Bring it back. Where is she? I miss her. Bring back chivalry.
Her? Really? You're gonna ask for masculinity and then label it or whatever it is as like a feminine person?
Bring back gentleman-like. And I know people are going to be like, well, that was feminism.
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today we're diving into a video titled, Why is Dating in Australia So Miserable? Now the original video is 45 minutes long. Link is in the description. But we're going to give you the highlights and of course drizzle in my thoughts on the foolishness these women are spitting. As I always say, women will always tell on themselves. Just let them talk long enough. So we'll let them talk for about 2.5 minutes. So brace yourself, guys. Let's go.
When she's dating in Australia
Dating in Australia.
versus dating anywhere else.
Guys, I just came back from overseas and like, God, like it's such a different vibe.
It's actually scary.
It's
here.
Yeah, it's scary. Yeah, it's really scary. I just know, and I know so many people that are moving overseas to find the love of their life because they're just not meeting people here that put their emotions on the line and actually like put themselves out there. I was speaking to my girlfriend and she was saying she went out on the weekend. She saw this guy that we both knew. Didn't give her anything. Didn't say one word. And then when she got home, he was messaging her how beautiful she looked, all this stuff, and she was like, where was that energy when I saw you?
It's so unattractive.
And it's just so like the Australian man, so scared to put himself out there, so scared to get rejected, so scared to do anything. Like, what would go wrong with you?
We're not scared. We're just tired of it. Yeah, I'm not Australian, but I feel for them because they're probably just like us here.
Going up to a woman and telling her she's beautiful. Like, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? She's going to be like, go away. Like, everybody likes to hear that they're beautiful. Rather than in Lebanon or even Europe, like men do the most to get your attention and to keep your attention and to like
wow you, to impress you. It's like here there's like
I want to call some BS cow chips on this, but
no desire to impress a woman. It's like take her out, kind of not make a plan, kind of not make effort, kind of put the ball in her court or too afraid to go up to her, and then it's kind of all on her to steer it, and then you end up fucking her over anyway because you're either, I don't know, stingy, lack of...
Isn't that what they wanted? They wanted to be strong and independent. They wanted to be the alpha boss, babe. We're letting you steer wherever you want.
effort. It's just like very low maintenance, very low
it's
effort,
low
very
risk, low reward. Like, what men are you winning here?
Yeah.
You know, like, how is this man going to protect you? How is this man going to be the person that raises your children, raises your boys, raises your girls? How is he going to be the king of in a daughter's eyes? I really wonder that. Like, for example, I went to the gym in Lebanon. I was working out and then I was waiting for my Uber at the front. This guy was trying to get my attention, was like, you catch an Uber, no way, I'm going to get my driver to drive you there. And like, he was just so gentleman the way he went about it. I was like, no, because I didn't know him. And then I was like, okay, like whatever. And then like, then when I got there, he got the driver to message him and he messaged the driver saying, ask her for a number so I can make sure that she gets to her friend's place. Okay. Like, he did it in a very smooth way. It was very thought out. And that's like every second person. They're doing the most to impress you because they know that like, men are hunting. It's a very classical, let's say, biological, gendered, back in the old days.
This is what you guys been fighting for this whole time, and this is what you're complimenting right now. Do you not realize this? We've been saying it's biological. We've been saying all these things, but no, we're equals.
Where men try to impress you and yeah, I don't know what it is here. Like,
and holy cow, is that thing just bulging out right now?
It's really just not.
Well, we were talking about the other day about how it ties into like modern masculinity in Australia and how the lack thereof for majority of men, obviously not all men.
Now here's the question I want to ask you guys. What did the guy in Lebanon gain from treating this woman like a princess?
Nothing.
I mean, she got a free ride and a massive ego boost. But what did he get in return? She's still single. And did you notice her friend's reaction when she said she took the guy's offer for a free ride home?
I was like, no, because I didn't know him. And then I was like, okay, like whatever. And then when I got...
Remember her friend's words. This is so you. I'll circle back to that in a bit, but let's keep rolling.
But what I find really humorous is how many guys like are so scared of a woman being a gold digger when they have nothing to their name. Like, babe, if a woman's going to be a gold digger, it's not going to be...
All right. Just because we're worried about gold diggers and we don't have anything to our name does not mean we won't have anything in the future. And with what we have so little of, we don't want to spend it. Gold diggers are most likely there to just pull resources from you. Doesn't matter if it's a lot of resources or a little bit of resources.
Like, to a guy who doesn't really have gold. Like, get the gold and then be scared of the digging. And men who actually have the money don't care.
Yeah.
They know that, like, you know, women are expensive and it's nice to be treated well and they find enjoyment in that. But it's always the brokies.
Babe, like my ex.
It's always
these brokies. These broke, dusty, musty crusties. You know, I'm telling you, the women that have the most to say, that have these little experiences, look at what they're holding. They're holding like little stupid mics. If you're going to do a podcast or going to make a channel, get some legit mics.
the brokies that are like, she's using me for money, babe. What? Lexi's ex? Speak on it, girl.
So my ex, in his 30s, owned a place.
Red flag alert.
This is exactly where modern women lose their value. Most men make average money. And if you're earning an average wage, you can't blow it on boosting a woman's ego. Seriously, what did that Lebanese guy get for giving this woman a free ride and stroking her ego? It cost him money for what exactly? And this, gentlemen, is why men are starting to see women for recreational use only. Because all these women have to talk about is romance. The romantic side of dating.
I was like, no, because I didn't know him. And then I was like, okay, like whatever. And then like, then when I got, show me the money! At like the difference in like, okay, so I just came back from overseas, went on dates, and like just how gentlemanlike it is, how sweet, like it's just such a different vibe. It's such a different vibe. It's like actually being so appreciated and valued and desired and open emotions and like very clear and intentional.
We don't care.
And like, you know, I was on a date with this guy and then we went on a couple more dates and he was like, even in front of his friends, he's like, look how beautiful she is. I'm the luckiest man in the world. Speaking in such affirming ways. Like as soon as I saw him, he's like, wow, you're gorgeous. Like just like.
Men in Australia don't do that. Men in Australia, like they're
stingy with money, stingy with compliments, stingy with love, stingy with everything. And that's why mum says, like, be scared of stingy people because they're not just stingy with money. They're stingy with everything else. Like,
gold digging.
But where's the relationship in all this? She's still single despite being worshipped in Lebanon. The guy did everything she wants Australian men to do. Yet, she's still single.
It's not logic.
Western men are catching on to something. It's called the juice ain't worth the squeeze. Why spend your hard-earning money worshipping a woman? Givers need to set limits because takers have none.
There's two sides to this, right, though. There's like not being affirming in the way that they date, but then also being so, like you said, so unclear with emotions, so like, you know,
scared about the boys, we're losing a soldier. Like, even one of my friends, he's just kind of getting into a relationship. And of course, his other friends are like, oh, we're losing a brother. We lost one of the good ones. It's like, don't you want your friend to be happy?
Yeah.
Don't you want your...
Yeah. That's why we just said we lost them.
Aren't you celebrating that? Or is it like, are all men in love with each other? And then, you know, when they get married, they're just crying on the side that they lost the love of their life. Being their friend, the guy. Like, I don't understand it.
It's that Boise culture.
Oh, babe. That's what it is. It's Boise. It's not manly. Like, bring back masculinity. Bring it back. Where is she? I miss her.
What the hell is she talking about?
Right?
Bring back chivalry, bring back gentleman-like. And I know people are going to be like, well, that was feminism. Okay, women wanted the right to work. Women wanted the right to vote. Women wanted the right of being viewed as a whole human. But at the same time, we're not biologically equal in a sense that our bodies are completely ruined by childbirth. This little snatched waist, no longer. Stretch marks. I don't even talk about the coochie because
What snatch waist? You're wearing like a corset type thing that's holding your waist in and pushing your boobs up. That's not natural. Get out of here with that.
is like, I'm gonna miss that girl. Like, I've heard it's different. Stretch marks.
So scared.
Little, like everything changes. And then, not just talking about the physical toll of all of that, the mental toll, the life dedication. Like, it is a lot more, to be a mother, for a woman to become a mother than a man to just and become a father.
Yeah.
So in saying that, because of the biological inequality, it doesn't make sense that now men have somehow moved away from the one responsibility that they've always had, which is to provide and protect. You want to get away from that?
That was the only responsibilities that men had, right?
No. Get back in that seat, or else what's your purpose? Just to...
Yeah.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Is that your only purpose in the picture?
This is that penis envy. They're really jealous of what we can do or have the ability to do, and they don't. They're upset that they have to carry the child. They want to punish us for having to do that.
Oh my goodness. No. Feminism didn't lead with biological differences. They led with equality under the guise of oppression. And this is why every man should read The Manipulated Man by Esther Villar. Because women weren't oppressed. They used men to do their bidding. Then, when the world developed to the point where women no longer needed their husbands to survive, they decided they wanted it all. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too. And that's exactly what we're hearing from these women.
Yep.
They want the perks of equality without the responsibilities. This is why you lose brain cells listening to these women. There's no such thing as special treatment if everybody's equal. The role of protector and provider came from a time when women couldn't protect or provide for themselves. That's why housewives were content. It was safe. And as I've said many times before, protection is also prevention. It's about preventing bad things from happening. But try telling that to these modern women. They'll call it oppression. Look at how this woman's dressed. Her cleavage is on full display. Girl, cover yourself up. This is the part of masculinity women don't appreciate. That's also why she's not interested in dating a man from Lebanon. She's too used to Western cultural values. And then they act surprised when men objectify them. Look who's talking. Check this out.
So expensive for a woman to get ready.
Yeah.
Chances are you've asked her to go on that date because of the way that she looks. Like, do you think we wake up with this hair? Do you think this eye makeup just, is there, or this tan, or this smooth ass skin? Like, all of the things that you physically liked about her cost money, babes.
Yeah.
It cost a lot of money. Like, all of these things. So, I don't know.
Wow. She pretty much put herself as the products she used is how gorgeous is the reason why she's gorgeous. I did not realize that she just said it that way. These women know that they're not good looking. They only know that they're good looking because they spent a lot of money on themselves. That's what they're comparing to good looks. Oh, my own mind right now. That's why I love watching these videos. It always just connects things for you.
Yeah, we've spoken about this so much, but like, I don't know how it doesn't make you feel so good as a man to be like, I want to take you to Yochi, order whatever you want, if you know, like if you don't have the money, don't go to Yochi.
That's lack of masculinity, because it would make a masculine man feel amazing, knowing he was nourishing you, knowing he was taking you out, knowing he was caring for you in some capacity, making you feel happy. Like, get as much as you want because it makes you feel good. Therefore, it makes me feel good. Not I'm worried about how much it's gonna fucking cost.
This is where that solipsism we talked about in the video with Lauren Chen comes in. The inability to understand someone else's point of view. Women put themselves in front of the object, thinking it adds value to them. Just like this woman who thinks spending money on herself and walking around with expensive clothes makes her valuable. But who's objectifying who? These women focus so much on looks and materialism that men get more enjoyment from playing video games. At least video games have substance, unlike these two.
So I can, like, right now we're at a time where there's so many people that aren't having kids. Everyone's single. It's like the most unmarried fucking generation.
Yeah, wow.
And I really see why. Like, I would rather be alone for the rest of my life than to be in one of those kind of dynamics.
And then she says it like,
100%.
And I understand why divorce rates are so high. Like, it's just not
A divorce rate's high, like globally or just in Australia?
globally, but
okay.
mainly like Australia, it's really rising.
Yeah, wow.
And I can understand, like, people that get married young, or people, you know, now social media has opened a whole new world of like comparison and whatever it is. There's obviously so many variables, but at the same time, I would happily never get married if it means marrying
Totally.
the majority of people that I'm seeing, or how they are, or how they react, or how they treat. Like, there's such a lack of love, like even between sons and their mothers. Like, if he's not worshipping his mom, what is that saying about you, my friend? What is the future of you? If he can't, if he's not like, my mom used to say,
like, it's always men having to, like, do you worship your father? Do you worship your own mother? Because you're telling men to do these things, and I'm almost positive you probably don't listen to your own mother that much.
say this to me, look at how he treats his mom. If he treats his mom like a queen, he'll treat you like a princess. If there's a lack of capacity to love in so many elements, what does it say about the capacity to love you?
Yeah,
Where's the love? Where's the
You see how her brain can't comprehend that men have the same thoughts? Men are opting out of dating and even the workforce. But these women think men just need to man up for them. They can't fathom that men no longer see them as worth committing to. This woman is exhausting. Once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Sometimes I go through some of these videos, especially the ones of women like kind of rambling on about men and stuff on their channels. Trust me, guys, my brain cells are dying too. So, you know, give me some subs.
When women talk about love, it's not the same as how men love. And that's why this entire podcast is just them whining about men not putting them on pedestals. Men who understand women find it hard to love them because
It's so true. Even like women, when I date women and stuff, as much as I enjoy them, I like them, I can't find myself to love them. It's just now that I've experienced so much, know so much, know women nature itself, it's just, how can I? How can you guys? And I'm not trying to say it to be cynical in any way. It's just, it does become difficult to see past things.
women don't love you for who you are. They love you for what you can provide. And today, they aren't even hiding it anymore.
We're thinking this like power dynamic.
True. That's so true.
And it's so strange. Number one, women should always hold that power. Men should always want the woman more, even if it's a little bit. But that's just, men chase you, men come after you, men, whatever it is. It doesn't work when the dynamic is the other way. If you are chasing a man, that is not a dynamic that you should be in. Men should chase you. Men are taking you out of your family home. Men are asking you to get married. Men are taking you.
We're not taking you out of your family home. What are you talking about? You guys are out on your own because you're strong, independent boss babes that don't need no man.
Out, men are whatever. Women are receiving those things. So yeah, women have the power to be like, no, like I don't know. That's so sadistic and disgusting, and I hate that manipulative shit.
Now, can I get a drizzle, drizzle?
Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle, drizzle.
I mean, I talk about it, this empathy. We talk about that women how are empathetic, but they can't put themselves in other people's shoes, especially men's shoes. It's only just this. Please extract them below. I really appreciate that. Get yours next time. Ciao.